what, it's really, really inspiring to stand here and to look across at all of your faces, all of your placards, all of your signs, to see your grit, your determination, your values above everything else. Just give yourself a massive round of applause just for being here. Please don't make this the only activism that you do, which is pretty much the message of today. Our next speaker for you is Andy Atkinson. He's also known as Not Your Mum, Not Your Milk on all the socials. Andy hails from Worcestershire and has been vegan for 10 years now. He's a rights-based activist with an emphasis on rights, a concept he feels has almost been forgotten. He's passionate about both preserving and speaking about vegan history and the importance of the language that we use and the claims that we make. These days, he can most often be found on TikTok, spreading the vegan word. I give you Mr. Andy Atkinson.
Thank you for gathering here today at the National Animal Rights March 2024. It is an honour to address such passionate and dedicated group, united by our shared commitment to ending the exploitation of animals and achieving their liberation. Today, we stand together with a clear purpose, to advocate for the recognition and respect of animal rights. As we march, protest and speak out, we must remember the profound impact of our words, the significance of our actions and the importance of remaining open-minded and evolving in our own approach. We possess incredible strength when united. Our collective numbers are substantial. I mean, look around you, and I'm sure everybody knows someone at least that's not here. So just think of how many people we actually have. However, our potential is sometimes diminished by divisions and inconsistencies within our ranks. For example, by refining our language and uniting under a clear, unwavering banner of animal rights, we can drive meaningful change without necessarily increasing our numbers. Clarity of message and unity of purpose are key. A crucial issue we face is a distinction between welfarism and abolition. Many who identify as animal rights advocates still promote welfare-oriented messages. This is not necessarily done maliciously, but often stems from the prevailing narratives that they have encountered. However, this approach dilutes our message and impedes progress. It is challenging to advocate for animals as rights bearers when our discourse focuses primarily on their welfare. We need to shift our language from addressing cruelty and abuse to focusing on the fundamental issues of use and exploitation. If we strive for abolition, then abolition must be the core of our rhetoric. As Tom Reagan wisely said, the fundamental wrong is not the cruelty itself, but the use of animals as a means to an end. Our advocacy must consistently reflect our stance as abolitionists, opposing any form of animal use or exploitation. Not just the most egregious abuses. There is no ethical way to oppress. There is no ethical way to exploit. Any use of animals is a violation of their rights. Our signs, our banners, our memes and online content should unequivocally call for an end of all forms of animal use. Language shapes our thoughts, and welfare-based language perpetuates welfare-based thinking. We must adopt a rights-based vocabulary to align our thinking and messaging with our true goals. In my 10 years as a vegan, I have learned the value of self-improvement and to continuously learn to evolve to be the best activist that I can. Whilst we face repetitive questions and discussions, remember that for many, our responses are the first exposure to these ideas they've ever had. It is essential to remain patient, concise and knowledgeable, as our immediate audience is not just the one listening, but anyone else in the background. By enhancing how we communicate, we can more effectively educate and inspire others. I urge you all to reflect on your advocacy journey and consider how you can enhance it. Instead of criticising others, let's focus on self-critique. Our movement often emphasises animal cruelty over the fundamental issue of animal use. We must reaffirm that the exploitation of animals is inherently wrong. Recognising them as rights bearers, as again Reagan eloquently put it, the concept of inherent value is the basis for the concept of rights, and their lives may not matter to you, but each one of them matters to them. Thus, there is no ethical way to use or exploit animals. It is always a rights violation. The reason we are here today is that we have dared to challenge the prevailing narrative and confront cultural speciesism head-on. That bravery and openness must continue. We must be willing to adapt, learn, and continuously refine our message. As you leave here today, whether it's by car, train, or over dinner later, consider the language you use. Reflect on whether your words, your posts, your t-shirts and your banners truly align with your stance on animal rights. I challenge you to ensure that they do. Align your language with your belief and witness the shift it creates in our movement. Together, with a unified voice and clear message, we can drive the change we seek. Let us to commit to promoting abolition, not reform, and to continually improve ourselves and our advocacy. Thank you for your dedication, passion and commitment to the future where all animals are free from exploitation. Thank you, and thank you for being here.